Now, if you're in Auckland, you'll know that the council's latest valuations are out, and there's been an average 32% jump in value since 2017. That's an increase of more than $338,000. But despite this, our partners Property Apprentice believe even with the current high prices, people should still be looking to buy a house now. Founder and CFO Debbie Roberts is here to explain why. Debbie, good morning.
Good morning.
Should we be paying too much attention to the CVs?
No. So this is the thing, like people always lose their minds when CVs come out. They're either complaining because they're too high or they're complaining because they're too low. It's literally a benchmark that the councils use in order to work out how much to charge you for your rates. So, no one's come around from council to inspect your house to see how good the renovations are that you've done. So, don't stress out about it. It's not a reflection of what market value is. It even says that on the council website. It's a guideline. So, I would suggest that what you should be looking at, if you really want to know what the market value of your property is, have a look at what other similar properties in your area have sold for recently. And don't stress out about statistics either. When we see in the news about how average house prices have increased exponentially, and then we see average house prices or median prices are falling, and sometimes we can see those reports on the same day. So just remember that the averages and medians that are reported are based on recent sales. So what that means is that you could have a massive drop or a massive increase just depending on what types of properties have sold in that previous month.
So the only real way to know how much your house is worth is to sell it.
Pretty much. So you can have a look at what other properties in the area have sold for and see how they compare to your property, and Trade Me is wonderful. You can go online and have a look at the photos of other properties that are on the market currently versus ones that have just recently sold. It's public information, how much a house sells for once it has gone, once it's settled, certainly, but after unconditional, you can quite often find out the sale price as well. So one of the reasons that I think it's actually a good time to be buying, and we don't sell houses, we teach people how to buy houses. So I've got no vested interest in telling people that now's a good time to buy. But people are listening to what they're seeing in the news and what they're reading online, and everything's saying house prices are falling. Every single week we get people saying, should we wait till house prices drop? And I think if you wait till house prices drop, you're going to miss opportunities that are there now. There's people now that need to sell, and there's less people in the market to buy because of, we've got a credit crunch at the moment.
And also your propensity to borrow reduces as interest rates go up, right?
Yeah, so banks always crunch the numbers on your loan servicing at a higher interest rate than what they currently are at. So let's say, for example, if you wait until you think the property's hit the bottom of the market, interest rates could be a whole % higher than that by the time that happens, if it happens. So 1% increase in the interest rates equates to about a 10% drop in house values. And I don't think that the market's going through a correction because of the lack of interest from people buying houses. It's because the CCCFA changes have meant that a lot of people just can't get enough lending at the same level that they used to. So negotiate, negotiate a better deal when there's less competition and make your money when you buy.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for that, Debbie. Great to see you as always. Property Apprentice founder and CFO Debbie Roberts. Thanks to our partners, Property Apprentice.